What is going on, guys? Matt O'Leary back with another video. I want to get into a Haason Reddick story that was making the rounds yesterday and just talk about how ridiculous the quote was, or report, or whatever you want to even call it, from yesterday on Haason Reddick. Very, very bizarre. And it feels like the Eagles were trying to throw some shade or kick a guy while he was leaving out their door. You got 12 days left to get your tickets to the Talkin' Jets draft party. We got to talk about that. So not this upcoming Tuesday. The following Tuesday is the cutoff. We got to let the main event know. But purchase your tickets at talkinjets.com. You get an open bar, raffles, food. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Crowd cams. I can't wait. We're going to have myself, Ryan, Greenbean, even Jeremy will be here, that bald-headed bastard. Excited to see all them and have a lot of fun with you guys. All right, so let's get into this absolutely ridiculous quote that came out about Haason Reddick. Here we go. People inside the Eagles organization suspect Haason Reddick of chasing sacks last season to potentially receive a larger contract, per Jeff McLean on 97.5 The Fanatic. Reddick led all Eagles pass rushers in sacks in both of the last two seasons. Jeff McLean saying that like it's a problem, or people inside the Eagles organization saying that like it's a problem, is absolutely insane. Now, the pushback that I or anyone who says that will get is, well, sometimes you got to play your role, and you don't want to leave your lane, and taking plays off in the run game, whatever, right? Like, that's the pushback that you're going to get. And for Haason Reddick, why would you care about that? Like, you're not using Haason Reddick to be a gap filler in the run game. Like, that's absolutely insane for that to be the pushback. It's like if you have a sports car and a daily driver, which makes it, you're not going to use your sports car to go out and do and do your groceries and do your all like little tasks around town. You're going to let that thing go and fly and let it do its thing. And you're going to take your Toyota Camry, in this case, your John Franklin Myers. He's going to be the one who's like, maybe comes into a few sacks and, is really good against the run. And you're going to have other guys who are just your sports cars that you're just going to let go and be like, hey, this guy is just an absolute menace, insane speed. Let him use his speed. You're not taking them into the city and, sitting there in traffic with your manual transmission. You know what I'm saying here? Like, do you understand the comparison that I'm trying to make with this? Is that's not Reddick's job. Reddick is an elite level pass rusher. That's someone who and Robert Saleh is going to do this, and we'll get into Robert Saleh's quotes in a second on when the Jets played the Eagles and how he felt about Haason Reddick. But you go up to him and say, get to the quarterback, we'll figure out the rest. Let him do what he's best at. It doesn't make any sense to be like, he was trying to chase sacks. That's his job. He's an elite level pass rusher. What do you mean? Come on. And this kind of seems on par for specifically like Howie Roseman of the Eagles, the GM. He's a phenomenal GM, by the way. I am very envious of the Philadelphia Eagles because they have built a really, really good roster over there, and they did it. They won a Super Bowl in 2017, and then their quarterback they decide to move on from, and then they're right back in the Super Bowl a couple years later. Like, that is incredibly, incredibly challenging to do, and Howie Roseman's done a really great job with that team, but he's done this in the past. Like, he's thrown some shade at Chip Kelly, Carson Wentz after he left. It feels like, I don't know, maybe things didn't go great with negotiations, which is obvious as he ends up getting traded, but maybe they're just holding a grudge because negotiations went bad, which again is just like, why are you taking this shot at him? That's what a pass rusher's job is to go after the quarterback and get sacks. And for Robert Saleh, I don't think he cares. This is what Robert Saleh said about him when the Jets played the Eagles earlier this season. all kinds of juice and gas off the edge. He's definitely a problem. He's found a home. Again, another one of those guys gets drafted. He's trying to play linebacker in the NFL, and then he gets an opportunity to get his hand in the ground, and he finds life. He's definitely found a new lease on life in that front. He's dynamic. He's versatile. They can do a lot of different things with him, but he's a three-way rusher. He can win inside. He can win outside. He can run through you, so he's going to present a problem. Does that sound like a guy who's going to care that he's chasing sacks? No, that's the whole point. He's going to say, good, please go out there and get 12 sacks for me next year. That's going to be epic. That's what they want. He's going to fill the Bryce Huff role. They lose Bryce Huff and replace him with Haason Reddick. You think Bryce Huff was ever going out there and be like, hey, like, I'm not going for a sack? No, of course not. That's his role. Everyone in the defense has a job, and specifically on that defensive line. Now, if all four of your guys on your front are just going like gangbusters to get the quarterback, then that's an issue, right? Like, that is probably a problem. And you're going to be susceptible to draws, and you're going to be susceptible to, all kinds of different things to combat that. But if you have the guys who do their job and are the gap fillers on the interior in a way, right? And then you just have this nasty freak of nature screaming off the edge at hyperspeed, trying to kill the quarterback, that's okay. It's okay that Haason Reddick is out there trying to get sacks. Do not spin this as a negative about Haason Reddick. If you are a Jets fan who read that comment and was concerned after reading the comment, please shake out your head, read it again, and go, oh, okay, Robert Saleh is going to really like this player, and this player is going to have a lot of success in this system. So stupid. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Like the video before you go. I'm Matt O'Leary. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you next time.